Good day. My name is Brian R. Smith, and I'm a student at Full Sail University where I'm going for my mobile gaming masters. And I'm working on a game for my capstone there called World War I Flying Circus, where you fly for country, for family, and for prestige, die, and be forgotten. I've been making some changes to the user interface there, and I want to pass those by you and get your opinions about, am I on the right track, or hey, maybe it can make some changes, or you got some additional ideas or suggestions for the future. So let me share my screen. Desktop is a fine place. I'm developing this World War I Flying Circus in Unity. So it's running right now in an emulated environment. And what I've done is I've changed all the text-based information about the user interface into some iconic information. And these are not the final icons, but I want to give you kind of a representation of what I want to be doing here. That's one change. Then the other change is I've added, each time you do a maneuver, you can make a choice from one of 27 different maneuvers from your biplane. And as you can imagine, trying to get all 27 of these into this small space here, especially on a small mobile device, is not going to work. So I had to invent a way of only showing you the maneuvers that are available to you at that time. So that's the second thing I want to get your opinions about. But here, this is kind of be the main menu. This is going to be the store, where you would buy things and all that is related to the games. This would be for your settings. I've already got a few settings there, but basically that'd be a settings place. This would be for community, finding out more about how other people are playing World War I Flying Circus and having discussions there. And then this would be your rankings, kind of like how you are doing in terms of your awards and achievements and different your prestige points, as it were, in this game. So the main game, though, is played right here in the middle here. And so you've got this slider. Now, what I want to do is I want to have the slider to be right here is kind of where you would use your thumb or your finger to, there would be it looks like something that you would hold on to with your thumb and you would slide it along. And this crosshairs would actually be attached to that. And the crosshairs would be sliding across these icons across the top here. So right now, I just have the crosshairs, but I want to have this to be a little bit more glorious. So here you have in ground school. This is where you're going to be flying against an automaton, basically against an AI opponent. This would be the pass and play. So it'll be on the one physical device, passing the device back and forth. And that's why I'm going to actually demonstrate here and get your opinions about it. And then if you want to play against somebody across the internet, you would do this dogfighting over here. And just other little cool thing is I've done a little bit with NLS, National Language Support in localization. And I have, I've done translations for the ground school in 4 different languages. But you can see here, if you are from a German-speaking country, then it's Grundschule. Of course, I'm probably slaughtering the pronunciation of that. But anyway, so that's the game there. So that's one part. I want to get your opinions on this iconic representation and where you would try to find, and if this makes sense to you to be kind of the main menu for the game. Let's say you want to play, you're going to play against a buddy on this device. So you slide it over here and you click the on button, which used to just say the word contact. And then here you have, this will be explained in rules and a little bit better, but I can have some, anyway, I can give some aids. And if you think I should give some visual aids, let me know. But you have here the same kind of slider here, and you've got all the different maneuvers that are to the left, straight, or to the right, and all the different maneuvers that are slow, cruising, or fast. So if we just pick on some of the slow maneuvers, here are the 4 different slow maneuvers available to you, turning to the right, and then straight, and then turning to the left, and then for cruising, just going through and seeing the different maneuvers. And so if this pilot wanted to, it's like that, and then fast. All right, so those are the different, so that's how I get all 27 different maneuvers to be able to fit on there, is you will parse and decide whether I want to go left, what speed, and you'll be able to put your thumb on the screen and basically slide things back and forth, and it's kind of real time. It'll show you the different maneuvers that are available, and then with your thumb, you just reach over and pick the one. Of course, I'm doing this individually with a mouse, and so it's not as pretty or as easy to use. But if Baron von Red here wanted to turn to the left and just to rotate kind of in space. Pass the device, here's a pass the device icon, and then Lord Olive has the controls, and if Lord Olive wants to do the same kind of thing, then they would play that turn, and then Lord Olive gets to plot again, and maybe Lord Olive is going to continue turning, pass the device, and so then the game plays like normal. So here Baron on red can throw all caution to the wind, zoom in at full speed, and shoot down Lord Olive. Of course, Lord Olive hasn't seen that turn yet, but then sees that Lord Olive made a fateful mistake. And then home buttons, and then you can play for an interstitial ad. This would be getting some, at the end of the game, then you would have the opportunity of gaining some extra prestige points by doing that ad. Then you would close and you're back to the home menu where you can play against network opponents or against the AI or against your buddy again. So that's kind of the user interface. So I want to get your cards and letters. Let me know what you think about that in terms of, it's more of an iconic representation. Before I just had text, and the sliders and the ability, the thumb-driven way to kind of select the maneuvers with the turning left, straight, or right, and then the throttle on the right-hand side. So I'm going to stop sharing and stop the recording. So thank you very much. And again, cards and letters. Let me know about things that you liked, things that you didn't like, and ideas that you have for, hey, you can make it a little bit better if you did this, or a lot better if you did this. Again, thank you very much, Brian Smith. Have a great day. Bye.